mailbox. I haven't gotten the mail in a while, and we're supposed to get, which I didn't know, the contractor told me today, I was supposed to get bitter, like the worst cold like we've seen in a long time, I guess. I'm like, worse than what we just had a week ago or something? She's like, yeah, they say for Boston it's going to be 18 below zero with a wind chill. I'm like, huh? Anyway. Of course, when she says the worst we've seen in a long time, I'm like, what about last week? When it froze the snow and I couldn't even, it was hard as a rock, I couldn't even, She says, it was going to get worse cold than that. I tell my mom, you can't crush your legs in this house, and then I go and do it, and you could get hurt. But anyway, I have a tiny bit of time. It doesn't take that long for her to, even though she walks slow. And I found other mailbox keys that I'm having her test. Should be gone a little bit of time, but not long. So the contractor was here. And as I just discussed with my plumber right now, of course the contractor is making light of these things like the leaking sink and the tub drain that doesn't work and the shower water coming out when you have only the tub thing running. And she thinks it might be just a defect with the shower head itself. So, because she doesn't want to have to open up that whole panel, which, you know, can't blame her, and have to reinstall the grabber and all that crap and fill in the gaps where that grabber is now. It's going to be a big pain in the ass. She wants to try just a different shower head. Maybe it's a defect in the shower head. So she's going to try a different shower head. It's her dime, right? She's going to let me pick out whichever one I want. And I want one that's like a water saver, because I already told you about this deal with, you know, the thing with the hot water and the industry standard, and plumbers, apparently it's illegal for them to turn your thing up, but all homeowners turn it up themselves, you know what I mean? It's like no one's going to tolerate a 15-minute shower. And I'm not going to have a longer shower that's unenjoyable and warm when I like hot showers. So does my mom. She doesn't take as long a shower as I do, but when she washes her hair, it's like 20 minutes. When I wash my hair, I'm in there like 45 minutes, but I can like shut the water off in between or whatever. But he said the shower head she got, he thinks it might have more water coming out per second or whatnot, which means so since she's going to let me have anything I want, because she wants to try this experiment before she has to go through all the trouble and aggravation. Because, you know what I mean? To fix the tub drain, you don't have to open up that panel. If you have to fix the other stuff, she's going to have to open up the panel and have her plumber do that. And so anyway, to her, I said, you installed these things incorrectly. She uses, it's just play on words. She said they weren't installed incorrectly, they're just minor adjustments. All right, but my plumber says that these minor adjustments should have been discovered and fixed before we were told to come home. So it's a matter of opinion. I get where she's coming from, because to her she did so much on our bathroom, and she said she went out of her way to make it even better than maybe she was required to do through the insurance or whatnot. I do know the tile floor is beautiful, and when we were in the hotel, she called and said, you know, because she's within a budget for the insurance company, and she got us beautiful tiles. She said they had another tile there. I bargained with this guy I know to let me have the better tile for the same price, and he gave it to me. So the tile is beautiful. I mean, it is. But I told her what my plumber said, you know, the lack of communication. We should have been told about the tub thing, so I wouldn't have to have a heart attack and wonder why there's gaps in my shower walls that I've never seen in my life, either where I've lived or if I've stayed with people, or friends, or when we lived with nothing. I've never experienced that. If you've never experienced something, you're going to freak out thinking, and then I had church women backing me up, oh yeah, you're getting mold, you can't take a shower there, you're getting mold by water by blah, 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 blah. Well, it turned out that, just as my plumber had said, what he believed to be the case, because he's seen it in other homes, this woman, this contractor, is insisting up and down and backwards and forwards that because of the way our wall is shaped, it's not even on one side, that's why she put that together as tight as it could go, but that's where the gap's coming from, that's significantly larger than the one on the other side, okay? But of course, Churchwoman had already told me, she talked to someone at Lowe's, and they had said, no, they were just lazy, and they didn't snap it. And I tried to tell her what my plumber had said. She's like, look, Laura, I'm telling you, listen to me, Laura. You know she's arrogant and pushy, but she's also really, really good to my mom, okay? So we know that. We know that I have exiled her from my life on more than one occasion because she pissed me off to no end, but my elderly, mentally ill mom needs this woman. She takes her to church. She's good. She'll give you the shirt off her back. You take with the bad, you take the bad with the good. And in this instance, I mean, I don't like my aunt, but when my aunt and I were pseudo-friends or whatever, we both were talking about how we didn't like the church woman all that much, okay? But she was the only one who came through for me. My other so-called fair-weather friends around here abandoned me the minute I broke my foot and needed their help, okay? Desperate. I desperately needed their help. You know that. Shut up. Shut up. So anyway, I believe this woman. Church woman's not going to believe it. I said to this woman, like, you're going to have to talk to this woman. If she can't come here, like she said she would come here on her day off, and have it do it on her day off, but she's not working, then you talk to her on the phone, do it for me, do it to make up for all this crap I had to go through, because otherwise she'll just think that I'm not being forceful enough with you. I said to her, what my plumber had said, no, it has something to do with the wall with that gap. I've never seen a gap that large, but I think I know why that they did that. And without me saying it to the contractor, she said, it's like that because of the wall, Laura. So she backed up what my plumber said, but when I tried to say that to arrogant, pushy church woman, it was, no, Laura, listen, you're not listening to me. The Lowe's guy's not here in our home, church woman, but he sells them. You know what this woman said? She's like, you know what, Laura? Have your friend here, have the guy from Lowe's here, and I will stand my ground and tell him the same damn thing that your plumber said to you. We did what we could do based on your wall. That gap is because we did it as tight as we could. It's because of your wall. Then you need to tell that to the church woman, or she's just going to think I'm a pushover and not being firm enough with you and insisting on you doing it all over again. And it's driving me insane because I don't know what to believe. But I do believe the Lowe's guy in that stuff all needs to be sealed. I don't care what Sterling says, that the water goes down to the bottom and it's designed to not get any water behind your wall. I don't trust that. I want everything sealed. Everything. She says she'll seal everything. She'll be coming back. I'm hoping the church woman can be here. If they can butt heads, and if she can't convince the church woman, then you know what I mean? She's convinced me. Especially since my plumber said it to me first. I've seen that before with because of the wall, whatever. But to me, it's like, how come? I still don't fully understand why is one gap significantly larger. But that's what she said. It's because of the wall. It's because of how your house is. It's the absolute best we could do. We did it as tight as we could. It still scares the shit out of me though, because the gap and whatever that water's going behind there, it does scare me. But that's why we're going to seal it. We're going to seal it every which way about loose, everywhere that there could be possibly water going down in there. Church woman is going to watch them and they're going to seal it all, okay? But the Lowe's guy told the church woman, and my contractor's like, my God, you're talking too many hands in the pot. I know, but this is, I've never experienced any of this before. People are trying to help, and I know the church woman might be a little pushy and arrogant, but she is just looking out for my mom and I's best interest, you know? But she seems like she's driving you nuts. She is, because I don't know what to think. But it sucks. I don't believe the Sterling experts who say that water won't go behind there. The Lowe's guy said it will eventually, that if you get enough water, it will go behind there. And nothing's foolproof anyway. And that gap is bigger than it's supposed to be. You know, it is. That's bigger than the 1/8 of an inch that's allowed by, you know what I mean? It is. So it does scare me that it's not repelling water. But what are you going to do in the end? You know what I mean? It's like she insists. And will she be able to convince the church woman? I don't know. Church woman thinks it should be taken apart and proven to us that you can't get it any tighter. She said they were just lazy. They didn't put it together tight enough. This woman is insisting that's not true. What am I supposed to do? I can't deal with this. It's giving me a fucking ongoing headache. So I said, for me, because of all this crap, all this aggravation, you need to convince the church woman. You guys can butt heads. You guys. She's like, I'll even have the Lowe's guy here if you want, Laura. I will even have the Lowe's guy here. Why is the Lowe's guy telling her about this, and how come he doesn't know about the wall? But again, my plumber did mention that he thought that maybe that gap was larger because of the shape of our wall. But the church woman, I tried to tell her that. She's arrogant again, but so undeniably good to us. She spent hours putting up these curtains, she'll go, and she went home, and when there was a flaw in them, she returned them, and then she went home and ironed them for us. I mean, she goes out of her way to help you. But the price to that is she's very, very pushy and arrogant. I tried to tell her what my plumber had said. Oh, don't tell them that. That'll give them excuse to not do it. And like, the contractor's like, what is she trying to do? Cause trouble? I don't know, but it's hurting me.